And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another live Q&A here on the Film Stock channel. It is Tuesday, July 15th, 7:03 p.m. My apologies for running a few minutes late, but this is not your ordinary live Q&A, all right? The reason for this specifically is to talk all about the upcoming Stranger Things Season 5 teaser trailer that drops tomorrow. And this isn't just speculation. This isn't just me theorizing. This is 100% set in stone, confirmed by Ross Duffer, by Sean Levy, by the Stranger Things social media pages all around, by the whole entire cast. We are getting the teaser trailer tomorrow. We don't know exactly when it drops. My guess is around 9 a.m. Eastern. That's typically when the Netflix, shows drop their big trailers. But it's coming tomorrow. And by noon Eastern, we'll have seen the first teaser trailer. So it's a great day to be a Stranger Things fan. And we got the official poster, which is even cooler, I'd argue. So it's just a great day all around. I'm repping the Back to the Future shirt you guys already know. Got a nice cold water right here for those water breaks. And my mod, Starcourt, is actually here with me. So I have a direct line of access to the man. But yeah, let's have a fun stream, everybody. I see we got 340 people in here already, which is nuts. Hit that like button if you're in here. Let's get to 340 likes already. Super chat. That's the way to go to guarantee I can get directly to your question and comment concern. There are already so many things flying through the chat. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get to everything. Super chat. It's not only a huge way to help support me in the channel, but it pops up. I can answer it as fast as possible. So consider that. Anything goes a very long way. And let's have a fun stream. Let's get after it. We're talking, specifically Stranger Things here. So not all other things, just mainly Stranger as a topic of discussion. So fire off your theories. What are your predictions? What do you want me to answer? What do you think we're going to see in the teaser tomorrow? Let's discuss. All right. By the way, this water is hitting different. I haven't had it out of a plastic bottle in a long time. I've been drinking out of the, what's it called? The hard metal ones. I forget the name of it. Uvu. I don't remember the name of it, but it's solid. That's some good water. Anyway, let's see. Leanna's in the chat. Yep. The chat's going crazy right now. Wild. We got over 400 people in here already. Stancy or Jancy, someone asks. I'm going to go ahead and say it depends on the season if you want the true answer. I'm rewatching this show right now. Over on Patreon, we have a series called Stranger Things Rewind. And
it's called an
Owala. Cam just made a cameo for those wondering. Owala is the water bottle that I'm referring to. The one that's like hard shelled. But I say it depends on the season, depends on the moment, honestly, for Stancy Jancy. I see someone says Stancy forever. We got a lot of folks in here. Boom. Jopper or Stancy? Jopper. Jopper is my jam. Let's see. Hot take, Jonathan could die, and I'm okay with that. Wow. When it comes to Jonathan, I mean, I definitely could see him biting the dust. Cam, my fiance, made a really good point. She said that Joyce has been so focused the entire time on protecting Will, and that's where the emphasis has been throughout the show. What if ultimately she loses her other son, who she didn't pay as much attention to? I think that would be devastating as hell, obviously. But could you guys imagine? Wow. Wild stuff. We're approaching 500 people in the stream right now. So you guys are crushing it. This is nuts. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here on this Tuesday evening. Like button. Let's hit that thing. It helps out more than you know. Let's get to 482 likes. Why not? And Super Chat is, again, the way to go to guarantee I get your question, comment, or concern. We got our first Super Chat of the stream saying, yo, Chris, you should rank Stranger Things posters and trailers. Not a bad idea. I think after the teaser drops tomorrow, I certainly will. Posters, that would be damn fun. I think I did a short video on that in like 2022, ranking posters. And with regard to the trailers, that would be fun too. I mean, first trailers for Stranger Things often hit for me. I mean, there has been a bad trailer in my mind, but like that one trailer for season 2 with like Thriller comes to mind. The trailer for season 3 with the Bob O'Reilly remix. Like there are some great trailers throughout the history of Stranger Things. And that's a good question. Where does the season 5 teaser poster rank? Jacob, where would you rank the season 5 teaser poster? It's damn difficult to answer.
I would say probably like right outside the top 3.
Outside the top 3,
it's
okay. Yeah.
It's up there. A great poster.
It is. And when I first saw it, I didn't see the official announcement because I had like muted Stranger Things on Twitter because I didn't want to get spoiled when there were like these alleged leaks going around. And so I didn't get the notification for 4 minutes. When I saw it, I was like, is this fake? Like someone had DM'd it to me. A bunch of people were DMing me the poster. And I was like, is this real? Then I certainly go and I open Instagram and see the real deal and see Twitter. And I was like, oh, this is a real poster. It takes some thought for me to rank them all, but it's grown on me a lot. And there's a lot of hidden detail in there as well. Scone with super chat saying 11 is looking backward in the poster. They do that with someone in the season 4 posters. What does this mean? With a bunch of exclamation points and a question mark. It could mean nothing. It could be, Vecna and 11 are on this inevitable collision course. Because I'm going to pull up the poster right now. Let's see. So I got the poster right here. I mean, yeah, she's looking back. So everyone's looking forward. She's looking back, and Vecna is like overseeing everyone. Maybe it means, I think it's just 11 is on the back of the bike, and so she's like protecting everyone else. I don't want to read too deep into it because of those 5 characters, that we know of, she's the only one with like powers for now. That could change, right? Will could develop some sort of powers comparable to 11, but in my mind, that's just her watching out for her friends, watching their back. But I'm sure a lot of people could take that and run with it and say everyone's looking forward, they're going to move forward in life, and she's going to go back, reverting back to the upside down, maybe being stuck there to get real deep on you. That'd be wild. But yeah, that's a real good point. And another thing you could point out too, if you want to nitpick or point out the little details of the poster, 2 bikes have the lights on, 2 bikes have no light on. Does that mean the characters, I think it's, let me double check real quick. Right here, let's see. We got Will has a light on his bike and Dustin has a light on his bike. The other 2 bikes do not have lights on. Does that mean the characters without lights are in trouble? Lucas, Mike, we'll see. We shall see. Damn good point, though. Let's see. I'm going to take a quick water break. Can't beat nice cold water. We got 578 people in here right now, guys. Craziness. Hit that like button if you're in here. Helps out a lot. Let's do a little speed round of the regular chat. And I see we already have another super chat. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Who's most likely to die this season? I still think 11, honestly. I do. I just got a weird gut feeling. We do not need to see 08 again. I concur. I know that a lot of people would argue she needs to come back to sort of tie a bow on that episode, The Lost Sister. But to me, I'm good. We can let it ride. Let's see. I forgot they're in volumes. Yeah, they're doing 3 volumes. Callie's power is literally gaslighting. Oh, man. Who's your favorite character? I answer it a lot. I'll answer it again. Hopper. And who's right there? Steve. I go 1A, 1B with those 2. They're my outright faves. Love them. Who thinks Max will wake up from her coma? I think at some point she will, but I don't know if we're going to see that in marketing. I feel like they might want to save that reveal for the actual show. And because the reason is we don't know if she's going to wake up and be her own self or if Vecna is still going to be a part of her and, controlling her. And so I think they'd want to save something like that for the show. But at the same time, it's something they could tease in the teaser tomorrow, right? Like, what is the final shot of the teaser going to be? Like, that's the question I'm asking. What are your thoughts on that, Jacob? Final shot of the teaser. Is it a Vecna design? The new the redesign?
I don't think it'll be Max, so that's what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
It's like maybe a Vecna reveal since we're talking about possibly a new design.
Like a Vecna money shot. Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah. That's how the official trailer for season 4 ended too. Was that Vecna reveal.
Mm-hmm. Damn right. Leanna says, I don't think the Duffers will actually kill off any main characters, but honestly, I think they should. It would suck, yeah, but it'd make the ending more powerful. Yeah, I think someone will die, but someone had brought up this point, like, what if none of the main kids die? And I'm like, that's totally okay. They none of them need to die. I think it would be more powerful to see them live and go on to live happy lives, but have this story to tell and learn from it. Whereas some of the older characters, someone might need to go because they have that life experience. 11's also, I think, killable, but the core 4 are fairly Will up in the air, but like Mike, Lucas, Dustin, I'd bet they're all going to be safe. Dustin and Steve equals bros for life, 100%. I'm hyped for season 5. Cannot wait. We got a couple more super chats in here. Thank you guys so much. Caitlin says, what's your favorite Stranger Things theory? It's a great question. I mean, there are so many to choose from. Favorite, though. I'd say one that comes to mind, and I'll often regurgitate it on these streams, to be honest with you, is that Max will be a vessel for Vecna. But I want to think of like a more unique kind of fun one. You got any that come to mind, like a favorite Stranger Things theory, Jacob?
I wouldn't say a favorite, but there's one that's pretty interesting. Of heard it more right after season 4 is that 01 is Eleven's father.
Okay. One being Eleven's father. Interesting.
Like a Star Wars parallel.
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't think it's true, but it's an interesting one.
I think that is possible, but indirectly. Yeah. And I don't want to the play. I don't want to get into the play too much, right. But with knowledge of the play, that could be something that's maybe cooked up, something along those lines. So it could be fun to see. I mean, there are, of course, one of the most popular theories that everyone discusses and that I'm kind of off the train of now is the Eddie returning as Kaz. And the reason is, and I was talking about this earlier today, we all were, is that Joseph Quinn has almost become too big. Like he's now en route to becoming a movie star, right? You could argue he is. Warfare, Quiet Place Day 1, Gladiator 2, and now he's the Human Torch. Not in one movie, but in 3, essentially, over the next 3 or 4 years. Like, he's going to be, I'd argue, a household name. And he got his real big break on Stranger Things. And so, of course, I want to see him back. But there are lots of fun theories out there. Those are just a couple of the real big popular ones that come to mind off the top of the head. Aquarian with a super chat. Thank you so much. Hey, Chris, who do you think is blurred out in the big cast and crew pick for the season? Vecna, 8, Eddie. I honestly don't remember this. Do you remember this, Jacob? Was there like an overhead sort of like drone shot of the cast in like a soundstage room? I think. Okay, and someone was blurred.
I want to say it was when they finished production.
Okay.
There was a huge picture.
All right.
Of like I want to say it was probably up to like 100 people.
Okay.
And there was someone who was blurred out, which is interesting.
I think I bet Vecna because he could have been in prosthetic makeup, and they don't want to give away the redesign yet. That'd be my guess.
Callie? I know you
oh, big Callie fan out here. Brother. No, I think that I go Vecna here. I don't think Eddie's going to be, if Eddie's in the show, I think it'll be a flashback or vision of sorts, and he wouldn't be that involved to be a part of a big cast and crew pick. I would go Vecna just because they don't want to spoil the redesign. And then Callie, if she's in it, same thing. I don't think she's going to have a big enough role, if that makes sense. Lord Callahan says, who's least likely to die? And then do a push-up. Do a flip. That's the first thing that just popped in my head from Spider-Man. Who's least likely to die? I'll give you Erica Sinclair. I'd put a bet that she would live. She's the least likely to die, in my opinion. Then do a push-up. I mean, I don't want to take my whole set down. So how's this? Ready? There you go. I did one. There you go. I can. I'll do 20 after the stream ends. I won't record it. Oh, man. Let's see. What song do I think will be in the trailer? Great question. I think that it's not a coincidence that Kyle Dixon and Michael Stein posted the Kids reverb on their YouTube, which is like a slowed down version of Kids, which is like the iconic score from Stranger Things season 1 that's reused in different ways throughout the future seasons. I would say that would get that would really pull on the heartstrings if we heard like a slowed down version of Kids, that track. I would love that. In terms of like actual 80s music, 80s songs, let's look back. I mean, we had Separate Ways in one of the trailers for season 4. Like I said, Bob O'Reilly for season 3. We had Thriller in season 2. What song do I think will be in the trailer? Oh, it's such a toughie. I'll say this. There's a song used in sort of a remixed version of it in the Stranger Things, The First Shadow Behind the Curtain play. And what is that?
Doing like
I guess so. Something sounds like, someone's nailing something. But I would say, if I had to guess, this is used in an X-Men movie, X-Men Apocalypse. Sweet Dreams are made of this. That song, I think that could show up. It might be a little overplayed, honestly, but there's a remix version of it that does sound sick in the in that little documentary we got on Netflix. So that's one prediction for you right there. But Jacob, what song? I gotta know. I know you're a bigger music guy than me.
The chances of them using it are just so slim, but my number one choice is Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Okay.
And then Don't Dream It's Over.
Okay.
My top 2.
Don't Dream It's Over. Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I'm good with either of those.
Which I think both those came out in like 86, 87. So around the same
perfect timing.
time frame.
Yeah. Noah with the super chat, no question. If you got one, let me know. I'm going to speed run a couple of the regular chat real quick, and then we'll get right back into the super chat. Steve says hi. Someone says, Chris, does anyone else not like Dustin? How could you not like Dustin? No Dustin hatred in the chat, please. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. Glenda, how you doing? Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. All right. Vecna has horns on his head. Drew says, this is true. I did a video breaking down the poster and talking about the trailer tomorrow. And it's something that at first glance or a quick glimpse of the poster, you can't really notice. But when you zoom in, a high def zoom in, you can make out horns almost comparable to what you'd see on Darth Maul from Star Wars, right? You can also, if you take a look at the overall picture, right, the artwork of Vecna, there are like dark clouds forming up here that almost look horn-like almost the Hellfire image. And then if you go into your, your D&D lore, which I'm no D&D aficionado, but if you go and do your research on that, and pull up like a picture of Vecna, he's got like a crown of sorts with like these horns coming up, almost like Loki when he's wearing his like headpiece. So I think that could be in the fold here. And, one of the eyes being covered. And then obviously if you take into account, Eddie's description of Vecna in season 4, episode 1, it definitely seems like we're getting a Vecna redesign, and one eye could be missing, an arm could be missing. And of course he could have like a horn like helmet on. So anything's really possible, but I agree. This is cool, and it's likely that we're going to get the full look at him in the teaser tomorrow. So I quite like that. Let's take a quick water break. Wyatt says, what's going to be the money shot of the trailer? I mean, it's hard not to say the Vecna redesign now that I'm kind of bought into that. But what we could see is sort of a in-action moment of 11. Same shot from the behind-the-scenes teaser when she kind of comes around a tree and sticks her hand out, hitting the iconic 11 pose. That could be a money shot. Another money shot could actually be the gang, the 4 OG kids, like putting their hands together, and like then one of them says a line like it's like time for one last ride or something. I don't know. They're better writers than me, obviously, but they'll think of something that's not too cheesy that gets you hyped. They'll toe that line perfectly. So I think they'll do something with that's sick. But what do you, Jacob? What would you say? Right now, money shot of the trailer. You leaning that Vecna redesign?
Yeah, I'm thinking that. It would be really cool if we got like in season 2 and 3, if we got the whole group in a circle, with like weapons, like they're about to defend something off.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be so sick. James with the super chat. Appreciate it, James. Hi, Chris. Hope you're doing well. And sorry I'm a bit late. Just put on Stranger Things on my TV and rewatching it now. Can't go wrong with that. The poster looks fire and can't wait for the teaser tomorrow. I agree. I've been studying, if you will, this poster since it dropped, and it's a thing of beauty. I just looked over to my left. I've got the season 4 poster, and I think it's time to extend or maybe find a new section to start the season 5 shrine. I've got a whole one dedicated to season 4 and like sections for the different seasons. Season 5 is going to be the biggest of the bunch. I'm ready. I'm ready for the Funkos. Drop those, please. And all the season 5 merch. But no, I hope you're doing well also, James. Thank you for the super chat. And I actually was rewatching some Stranger Things earlier, funnily enough. Like we were talking, myself, Jacob, and Cam were talking about the poster. And then we were like, oh, what about this Eddie scene? And we tossed on part of the Hellfire Club episode. And then we just found ourselves sitting there engulfed like for like 10 minutes, and then time just got away from you. That's what happens with Stranger Things. You go to rewatch a moment, you find yourself watching almost a whole episode. It's that great. Water break, by the way. Jacob with a fascinating question here in the super chat saying, do you think Susie will be in season 5? I do. Now that might not be until like an epilogue, but I think in some way, shape, or form Susie will appear, because what do the fans need? We need to see Susie and we need to see Dustin in person in a scene together. We are owed that as fans. I don't know if there's some endgame couple, but I think it's just a moment that we'd like to see, because they've teased them having like an on-screen presence together and they just haven't had that. So I think we deserve it as fans. Now, I don't know if she's going to be a main, but I would love to see her show up in Hawkins for some reason. I don't know why. Or maybe it's, again, the epilogue. They end up going to college together or something, but that would be great to see. Noah with the super chat saying, who do you think is the person is in episode 2? Jacob, you're here in person. What's your take on this question? Because I don't understand.
What was it?
I don't understand the question genuinely. But
No,
usually it says, who do I think is the person? And then it says, I don't even know if the emoji shows up on your phone or not. I think it's supposed to be an emoji. Is in episode 2. Is it? Do you think it's okay? I think I might have put together. Who's vanishing? Is that what it's probably getting at?
Oh, okay.
Who's
I'm gonna say
vanishing?
Holly.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what we're gonna run with as the question. I would say
Someone asked, what about Mr. Clark making an appearance?
yes. I think Mr.
Think
Clark
so?
will be in it.
Yeah.
I think Mr. Clark will be in it. I said this in a recent stream. I think he's one of the most underappreciated like side characters in all of the show. But to answer this one, I believe the phrasing is like, who is vanishing in episode 2, the title. I think it's Holly Wheeler, but it could be, I don't know. I'm pretty confident in that. Lottie with a quick super chat. I don't see any question. If you got a question, fire it off. I'll get to it. And then fun times, excuse me, with super chat. What do you think will be in the teaser tomorrow? I think we're going to get shots of the different character groupings. I think we'll see a lot of what we saw in the Tudum date announcement, except longer moments, right? So we'll maybe get to see more of what characters are in that farm/barn setting. We'll get to see maybe more of that military base scene, and that could be the money shot, right? They teased it with the date announcement, and then we see like something rising up in the military base, and the money shot is what follows. We see what Will's looking at when he yells run, and it's the Vecna redesign. That would be fantastic. But yeah, I'd say we'll see Hawkins in Ruins. I mean, I do believe we'll get a lot of shots early of like a voiceover and then the kids like walking around at Hawkins High School, kind of establishing where the world is at. You know, maybe it's 11 doing the voiceover, maybe it's Will. I think Will would make a lot of sense because he is seemingly going to be the central focus of this season. And so to have Will like narrating the trailer, I think that would be a smart way to go. So that's my prediction. Will and or 11 voiceover, shots of like Hawkins in Ruins, where everyone's at in Hawkins, gearing up for the battle. And then the last like 30 seconds, I think will be the real chaos where we see some action shots. You know, that shot in the Tudum date announcement of like Mike jumping in front of people protecting them, and the shot of like Joyce with an axe. We'll get some more of that. We'll end with Vecna, the reveal, and then maybe a Max shot. But that I think they'd save that for the official trailer. So we'll see. Water break, by the way. I'm talking so fast, I got to take a sip of water. Refreshing. There's 711 people in here right now, which is insane. So if you guys are in here, hit that like button. Helps really immensely. I can't describe it, how much it helps out the channel. And super chat is the way to go to guarantee I get your question, comment, concern. All right. Let's see. Emily Berry with the super chat. Thank you, Emily. Favorite season and why? It depends on my mood. For the longest time, I said season 4 is my favorite. As of, I think, over a year now, I think it was when I did my rewatch for the commentaries, which was, I think, February, March, April of last year. Season 3 is my personal favorite. It's the one that I'm weirdly enough the most nostalgic for, even though it's not the first one. But that summertime feeling, the vibes of that season are unmatched. It's the best season for Steve. It's a great season for Hopper. The 80s references. I mean, Back to the Future. It has some fantastic songs on the soundtrack. There's just something about the Starcourt Mall aesthetic as well that grabs me. And I feel really transported into the 80s in that season more than the others. There's still like the gross out horror moments, but there's this lightheartedness to it at the same time that makes it more watchable, palatable, one could say. And I just really dig what they did with it. I think Gaten Matarazzo actually described as like the black sheep of not the franchise, but the show, where it stands out, in the crowd where the others are a bit darker, more horror focused. This one still certainly has those creepy elements, but there's just something about it that draws me in, and it's special to me. That season, the summer feel especially, I can't get enough of it. So I'm gonna say season 3 is my favorite, and that's why. Another super chat here. Thank you so much. What if 11 uses her powers to get rid of her powers? If so, how do you think they'll do it? When I was reading this, my mind immediately went to, I used the stones to destroy the stones for Avengers Endgame. What if 11 uses her powers to get rid of her powers? So you're saying like, okay, I think I see the vision here. What if 11 fully exerts herself and like uses every ounce of strength and power she has to close like one final gate to fully eliminate Vecna, and that drains her of her powers forever, and then she's left without them and is able to live that normal life? That's how they would do it. It'd be very similar to how we see her exerting herself, closing the gate, the Mother Gate, I believe it is, at the end of season 2, when it's like reopened, the Demodogs come through. I think that It would be a similar scene, except maybe instead of it being a gate, maybe it is where the rifts meet, and Vecna's right there as well, and other creatures from the Upside Down, and she has this one final surge of power. I don't see how. I mean, that might be her death scene, though. That might be where she bites the dust. So, it's tough to say. It really is. I don't want to see 11 die, but I'm as time goes by, as every day passes, I kind of align with that theory more and more. And so, you know what? If 11 uses her powers to get rid of her powers, it reminds me a lot of I use the stones to destroy the stones. MCU reference for those who don't know. That water's hitting. But that's how they do it, to answer your question. James with another super chat. Nice. Yeah, definitely. Can't go wrong with rewatching Stranger Things. And I'm doing well. Also, thanks. No worries. You're welcome for the donation, Chris. Well, appreciate you being here. Appreciate the support and enjoy the hell out of that Stranger Things rewatch. After that teaser tomorrow, it'll be like really, I'll probably be in a Stranger Things mood again, and I'll probably want to watch like the greatest hits, some of my favorite episodes. And actually this week, insider info for everyone in the stream, I'm making a return to Hawkins because we are going to some filming locations. That's right. I will be going to filming locations again this week. And you know what? That may or may not involve a vlog. Maybe. Who's to say? And dare I say, we might try and find some season 5 locations. Who's to say, though? Who knows? Could be fun. Mr. Yeah, great. Very, left it up in the air for people. Anyway, cool, fun edits with the super chat. And Mr. Massa, cool fun edit says, what do you think happened to 9? 9? That's a good one. Didn't everyone... I don't want to like misspeak here and just look like a total buffoon. I'm pretty sure... Hold on, I want to clarify something. Let's see. I genuinely don't have an answer for this question. I'm looking it up right now because I never pay much attention to the non 01, 08, and 11s of the world. I know that there's a lot of them who are killed in the Massacre at Hawkins Lab. Is 9 one of them?
Well, 9 in the show is just someone I don't recognize. I was thinking it was just a kid. And he's probably dead because
that's kind of where I'm at with it too.
9 from like comics looking like it's different.
That's what I just pulled up. Yeah. Someone named Marcy or Jamie is given the number 9.
Some kind of like,
I don't have an answer.
I don't know if it's canon because there was a 9 in the show and it looks like just some random kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, that's my answer then. I guess they're dead. Someone with more knowledge than me would have to give their input on that. Kyle with a super chat. Love the shield profile. See right there? Picture. I believe 11 will survive and end up with Mike. One spinoff will be about their kids who have gained powers genetically. 11 will mentor them. See, I mean, if they do a spinoff with Mike and 11 having kids, it'd have to be about 15 years from now because Millie Bobby Brown and Finn Wolfhard would have to age appropriately. And I just think that I do think they'll probably do a Stranger Things reunion one day because no show or movie is safe. There was a point in my life where I was like, oh, they're never touching Star Wars. Oh, they're never touching Lord of the Rings. Oh, like I was a kid, 10 years old. I'm like, yeah, we have 6 Star Wars movies. We're never getting another one. I vividly remember this. I'm not making this up. I was on my back porch at my first house I ever lived at. And I was asking, like, I think my grandparents, someone else was around. I was like, you think we'll ever get a Star Wars episode 7? They like laughed in my face. Look where we are now. It's crazy. So yes, I think eventually we'll get a spinoff, multiple spinoffs. Stranger Things, like this show we love, when it ends with season 5, that's not the end of the universe. We're going to get more spinoffs down the road. Regarding this though, this would basically just be a sequel series. It'd be like a Stranger Things Return. That would almost be what would be called like Stranger Things Return. And it would be 10, 15 years from now. I don't know if they would want to get the kids involved because they would have to leave the door open for the Upside Down to be involved because I feel like that's pivotal to Stranger Things' existence, in my opinion. Let me take a sip of water.
I think it would just also depend on too if Finn and Millie want to come back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they could be like, "Yeah, I love doing the show, but I'm done after 5 seasons."
Yeah, and I mean they'd have to get paid big time by that point because I mean you got to think they're both probably going to be more expensive paychecks to get them to come back. The older they get, the more work they do. It just makes sense. So I don't hate this idea, Kyle, but I don't think it's gonna be the way they go. We shall see though. We shall see. We're going to get back to the regular chat here again. There's no way I'm getting to every question here. I'm trying my best to get to as many as I can. Super chat's the way to go to guarantee I can get to your question right away. It's also a massive way to help support the channel. And if you guys are in here live, hit that like button. We got 752 people watching. I want to let you know right now to everyone watching, tomorrow, reaction to the teaser dropping immediately. So have the notification bell hit. Breakdown to follow. So those are the two big videos dropping tomorrow. You're not going to miss them. All right. Yes. Like it up. Absolutely. Absolutely. New Surfer Boy pizza at Walmart. I never tried the Surfer Boy pizza, but I did see the box art actually has some of that season 5 promo art. Did you see that? It has like the cool image of the characters drawn on the back.
Which is interesting because the actor, I can't remember his name, Eduardo Franco, I think, who plays Argyle. He said that he never got a call. So it's like, is Surfer Boy pizza coming back, but not Argyle? I don't know.
He's definitely coming back. I think he was playing coy there. Yeah. He's like, I don't know. Someone says, OMG, we finally get to hear Star Court Food Court. That is correct. Shelly says, I think we're going to see Max waking up at the end of the teaser. Again, they could totally go for it with that money shot. They could. Do I think Elle and Mike could break up? I don't. I just feel like there's such a foundational relationship in the show that tearing them apart in the final season would be kind of unsatisfying as a fan, in my opinion. When do I think the trailer launches? I think 9 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. So there's about a 3-hour gap there where it's probably going to drop. It'll be on the hour. So it won't be at like 10:43. It'll be 9, 10, 11, or 12. After that, it could be 1, 2, or 3, but it will drop. The latest it would drop is 3 p.m. Eastern. But I'm thinking because Netflix usually drops their trailers at 9 a.m. And I think that's even when like the Stranger Things 4 trailers are dropping. I could be wrong. It was like 9 or 10 a.m. Those are my two bets for when we're going to get the trailer tomorrow. It's going to be huge. Going to be huge. Great water, by the way. I hope we see Holly. I bet we will, Emily. I bet we will. I bet we shall. I think in a teaser, it's going to have scenes of Dimension X. I think the bridge is the upside down. Excuse me. I think the bridge is the upside down, the bridge between Earth and Dimension X. Thoughts? I think we could certainly see some shots of Dimension X. Maybe what's beyond that wall that was in the little date announcement tease. That could be fun. That could be fun. Never say never. All right, let's get back to a little bit of the super chats here. You guys keep pouring them in. I greatly appreciate the support here on stream tonight. Water break. All right. What do I think Vecna's redesign will look like? Based on what we kind of see in the trailer, he's going to be missing an eye. He's going to have some sort of horns. I think it would be sick if he had like the tendrils, that he's like had on his back in season 4. What if he like almost made an armor of sorts where it's like his skin, but it's like a makeshift armor as well that kind of wraps him up, almost like a mummy kind of, but it would look cooler than the way I'm describing it. I think that would be awesome. And if he had some sort of weapon, right? Say he misses a hand, but he replaces that with like some sort of like sword of sorts, but crafted from the materials of the Upside Down, that would be nuts. That would be wild. You know what? Random thought for you guys, because I wanted to plug the Patreon real quick. On Stranger Things Rewind, episode 8, which is coming, I believe, this week or next week. The episode's been watched, episode 8 of the show's been watched. There's a shot. It's in the season 1 finale of Hopper walking in the Upside Down, and he stops for a second, and he sees what looks like an egg. And no one really talks about this, but it really reminds me of Alien. And then I got to thinking, like, what if there's some huge reveal made? Because I was thinking of that wall, right, that we see in the Studium date announcement. What if Vecna has been, like, almost farming, like, some sort of creatures that we don't know of yet? That would be nuts. And then, like, maybe where his hand's cut off is, like, his control of that. I just rewatched The Suicide Squad. I'm thinking of like a Ratcatcher 2 with like that orb she holds up. What if he has like some sort of orb that like lights up out of his arm where he can like control and guide the creatures? It'd be a pretty cool concept, but I'm just having fun at this point with these theories. Water is hitting different right now. All right. Lottie says Dustin and Will have their bike lights on. What do you think that means for Mike, 11, and Lucas? I think it's, it's scary, but I think it's also just a fun detail we're reading too deep into. I mean, realistically, Would they kill Lucas? You know what? Hold on. This is scary. The bike light's off for Lucas. Max is in a coma. The bike light is off for Mike. And what if 11 dies? She's in danger. What if those lights are signifying the end of two couples on the show? The light burning out because the romantic flame is literally dead because they die. Think about that. That's food for thought to get real deep on you. Emily with the super chat says, which character do you wish they didn't kill off? Pretty easy answer here is Eddie. I just think that Eddie's a character who, like, the Duffers might not have realized was going to become as popular as he did. Joseph Quinn, now a megastar. I mean, just to have his charisma, his personality in a final season, see him one last time with Dustin, with the older kids, it could have worked. And like his sacrifice wasn't the most necessary. Can we all agree on that? He could have lived. He could have. So I would say him. And I know that's kind of a very easy answer. My second answer would be Smirnoff. I would love for Smirnoff to have like been around with Murray for the rest of the seasons and just to have his brains. And maybe he's like learning more English each season. I think that could be a sort of fun duo in the show. Thoughts? You agree, Jacob? Like Smirnoff could be fun if he was back.
Yeah, definitely Eddie. To answer the question. I do like Bob too, but if Bob lives, who knows? Jobber might not happen. So
exactly.
I'm okay with Bob being dead.
Yeah.
I love Jobber.
Rip Bob. Another super chat says, what do you think Camazotz really refers to? Well, if you dig into the research of it all, Camazotz, Mayan death bat, this sort of god-like figure, it's this entity of sorts. Escape from Camazotz, also from my research, I believe is a reference to A Wrinkle in Time, which, if I've read, was years ago, honestly, in grade school, as they say. So I don't have a real answer to this because when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, this could totally be referring to, Dimabats, Eddie, The Return, Kaz, all that. I kind of lean more so them diving into the Wrinkle in Time references because we've seen from the Ross Dupper photo dumps, there's a one picture that contains the book cover of A Wrinkle in Time. And so I don't have all the answers to stuff like that. I don't know for sure. I just have a good feeling it's one of those two. And, this could be referring to a new creature from the Upside Down that is this sort of death bat, this godlike figure, like the size of a dragon, maybe even. So that could be what Will is saying, run from. There's so many endless possibilities with this. That's what makes it fun to, theorize and talk while we can, because we don't have all the answers right now. Did they give a time for the trailer tomorrow? They did not, but it will be between 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, and it'll be on the dot. So set alarms for 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m. Eastern time. If you're not in the Eastern time zone, obviously you can do the math to whatever time zone you're in, subtract or add the hours needed, but have those alarms set to be ready. And of course, notification bell, because I'm going to be on it. I'm going to try and have my reaction out as fast as possible.
If you live in the States, it's going to drop in the morning.
Yeah, if you live in the U.S., it's dropping like
sometime in the morning.
Yeah, from basically 6 a.m. if you're on the West Coast to 9. And then the latest it's going to drop is, I guess, for the West Coasters, 9 a.m. Because that'd be noon out here in the East Coast. All right. I'm going to speed run the regular chat again real quick, and then we'll get right back into those super chats. Who do I think Will was screaming run at? I think he was screaming run at multiple people. I know that there's that leaked audio and people are saying it was Steve. I never heard Steve run. I just heard you need to run. It could be Steve, but I think it's going to be like a group of characters, and he's just yelling run at them. All right. I think we're going to hear a roar at the end of the teaser. That would be sick. Could you imagine a roar at the end of the teaser? Like almost like a dragon roar? That would be wild. I'm kind of here for that, honestly. Shoot. How long do I think the teaser will be? Great question. There were reports a while ago that it could be about 2 minutes and 35 seconds. That was on Twitter. People were saying a couple weeks ago. I'm saying 2 minutes, maybe a little longer, but 2 minutes is my prediction. My reason? Wednesday, that teaser trailer was, let's actually look it up for the actual runtime. Wednesday put out a teaser trailer. I want to say it was April. Wednesday Addams. That's from, here we go. Wednesday season 2 official teaser trailer, 2 minutes, 19 seconds. So I'm thinking 2 minutes at least for this teaser trailer because there's so much that they have to show.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
What if it's an actual teaser and it's only like 30 seconds? Are you disappointed?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think everyone is.
Yeah.
They dropped the poster. They made it like official teaser tomorrow.
They're making this a big deal.
They are.
Yeah.
They wouldn't go poster for that. Like if that's what we get, I will be just devastated.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take it. It's 30 seconds of footage, but like I think that we all expect at least a minute and a half.
Yeah.
I mean, at least a minute and a half. That's only fair. We need to see Nancy and Jonathan. I'm here for a little Jancy action. Maybe we get to see like a shot of Jancy and then Steve and Dustin riding around in the car, maybe even in the tunnels, like the previs gifts. Come on. All right, let's get back to some super chats. Again, that's the way to go to guarantee I can get to your question, comment, concern. Huge way to help support the channel. Caitlin says, do you think the teaser is just for the first volume or the season as a whole? Fantastic question, Caitlin. And my answer to that is I don't think they're going to label it as the volume 1 teaser. I think they're just going to say Stranger Things season 5 teaser trailer. And it might include a couple shots of things from later volumes because I believe that season 4's marketing, the first trailers included stuff from volume 2. And then we still ended up getting our own volume 2 trailer, if that makes sense. So I'm going to say it's going to encapsulate the whole season, and it's going to be labeled as that. I don't think they're going to label it as a volume-based trailer until we get a trailer for Stranger Things 5 volume 2, likely in December. So that's my answer to that. But great question, Caitlin. Thank you for the super chat. Raheem says, what does the final scene / shot look like to wrap this show? I mean, that's a real loaded question. What would I think the final shot of Stranger Things could be? I said this in a video. I had a vision. My vision is that Heroes is playing at the end of the show. That's what plays in season 1, ep 3, as well as the season 3 finale. And it's still the Peter Gabriel version. I know David Bowie also has a version. But I think that's playing and the kids are having one last go, one last campaign of D&D, and they all slowly get up one by one. Maybe Will's the last one to get up and leave, and then that's that. Like it's kind of a full circle moment of them physically in front of our eyes growing up, and then it's like, you know, the show opens with them playing D&D, it ends with them playing D&D. It's a full circle, beautiful moment, and they all then go their separate ways. So I think them one last campaign, and maybe even like how season 1 ends with the pan out the window. It could be them at the Wheeler house, and then the camera pans out, and we get the Stranger Things logo. And not Stranger Things 5, the Stranger Things logo, boom. That could be a really beautiful way for it to end, if everyone lives, of course. I think the main kids have to be involved in the final shot, though. Unless if 11 lives, it could be of her, but I think the main kids have to be involved in the final shot. You have any?
I agree.
Yeah. And
instead of Heroes, what if they do they play the theme song? Because that's how they ended season 1.
That is true. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would be cool with like a remix, not like the epic one at the end of season 4, but like maybe even
emotional one?
Yeah, like an emotional remix, a slowed down version.
Yeah.
That would hit.
A piano version or something like that. Yeah.
Damn. That would hit.
I'm about to cry right now.
Mm-hmm. If they move me, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If the use of music will make or break if I tear up tomorrow. Like, because there's 2 routes that could go. If it's just like, holy shit, like I'll be like, this is awesome. I'll be like a little shaky in the voice, just excited. But if they if they go the emotional route, man, the tears could be flowing. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about too. Are they gonna go the epic route where we're fired up,
yeah,
get on our feet, or is it the emotional? This is the last.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah,
dude, just talking like final great trailers for like projects that are like huge in our lifetime, like the Endgame teaser. You remember that moment at the end where it's like the score was great, and then it's like Cap and Nat, and he's like, "It's got to work because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't." Yeah. That line, and then he like looks down at the pocket watch. I was like, "Oh my gosh!"
What if we have like an epic line like that?
That's what I want, dude. That's what I want. Like the season 4 trailer, Nancy and Steve, they have that line where it's
See you
like,
on the other
see you
side.
on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want like a moment like that. Dude, I can't even imagine if there's a line where it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do if it does it. That's one of the great trailer lines, man.
That reminds me of the line that Robin tells.
Yes.
Steve in
Yes.
Volume 2.
She's like, I
Yeah,
got
when
a
they collect the
feeling,
bottles.
yeah, that it might not work out this
Yeah.
time. Oh, come on now. Great questions, guys. Thank you. I'm fired up. It's starting to feel real that we're getting it tomorrow. Owen with a super chat. I love the Steve profile pic. The lightning in the poster looks like 01 human. Interesting. Let me look real quick. I think that's what this question is saying. The lightning. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like when we see the transformation, I get what you're saying. That's a good point. And the lightning being up here, as you guys can see, it kind of is symbolic maybe of the transformation again of Vecna, because when we see El, send Henry through the wall and then he transforms into Vecna, like we do see him get struck by that similar sort of red lightning. It's a good point. I didn't realize that. Good point. Karen with a super chat. Thank you, Karen. 1987 is the year. Heaven is a Place on Earth by Belinda Carlisle was very popular that year. Might be remixed like separate ways because of Portals Open. Okay. Is that the song that's like, ooh, baby, do you know what that's for? Yeah, okay. I could see it. It'd have to be a real remix, though, because I don't know if that would fit the vibe of...
Yeah, it's like,
I think
that song's like very upbeat.
Yeah. I could see it, but it would have to be almost a demonic version.
Yeah, it's like flipping.
Yeah, yeah, like a horror movie trailer. But I like the idea, Karen, because it is like, it could be dark in a sense, because the upside down is now in Hawkins, so it's like heaven is a place on earth, but it's like a hell-like landscape, so there could be a contrast there that I'm kind of vibing with, actually. It would have to be a real slowed down and demented version of it, though. And to the point we were just making, are they going the epic route? Or are they going the emotional, sentimental route? And I don't know. I kind of hope they blend the two. Like, I wouldn't mind if it starts emotional, like maybe a continuation of the Joyce and Will conversation from the Tudum date announcement. Mm-hmm. And then we end with like the epic, like the epic. Just do both. Yeah, just do both. Oh man, what if we get a shot? I'm thinking now, because it's starting to hit me. What if we get a shot of like the actual scene of Dustin at Eddie's grave, and then we hear like an Eddie voiceover, like not a new line, but like an old line, and then we see like a look in Dustin's eyes where he's like gearing up.
That would parallel how the start of season 4 trailer was.
Yeah.
When it showed Max at Ellie's grave. Yeah.
Dude, come on now. Jay's Adventure with a super chat. No question that I see. Oh wait, I see one here, so I'll go ahead and jump ahead and answer that. Do you think Mike will have to find another love? No, I think Mike and 11 are going to be... I mean, well, if 11 dies and Mike wants to settle down one day, yeah, he will have to find another love. That'll be something that happens for his character outside of the confines of the show. It'll be something we have to envision for him in the future. But I think if 11 lives, they're probably going to, I mean, not every high school couple lives together forever, happily ever after, but, it's very possible. So if 11 dies, then yeah, he's probably going to have to find someone else, which is sad. Noah says, do you think Mike and Will get together if Elle dies? I do not. Excuse me. Hold on. Don't want to talk through a burp. Sorry. No, I don't think so. I think that what's going to happen, and I've said this before, and it's kind of hinted at in season 4 as well, in my opinion. I think Will's going to have a scene where he outright directly tells Mike his emotional feelings for him, and Mike's not going to reciprocate. I think Mike's going to say, I love you, like platonically as friends, but I don't, romantically. And so I think that's what we're going to get at some point this season. And I think that's kind of what they've been laying the groundwork for, in my opinion, as evidenced by the season 4 van scene, when Will indirectly kind of already says that to Mike, and Mike's not dismissive, but not as understanding, in my opinion. And then you've got a scene with, Jonathan and Will, basically Jonathan being like, I love you no matter what, as an older brother, you can tell me anything. And so I think they've kind of indirectly teetered around that being a moment, but no, I don't think they'll end up together. Caitlin says, what's your top 5 characters? I know Stephen Hopper. Yes, those are my 1A, 1B. Give me Dustin, Robin. I'm a huge Robin fan. I got the autograph right here for both Steve and Robin. And rounding out that top 5 is tough because it could go to a lot of different people, but I think I lean Max, honestly. Max is a great character, especially in season 2. And I could certainly say, Lucas is in that conversation. There are tons of people in that conversation, but those are the kind of the ones that I think I lean to as of today, at least. But great question. Thank you, Caitlin. We have over 800 people in here right now, which is nuts. Thank you guys for being here. Hit that like button. Let's get to 800 likes. Why not? And everyone in here, you're not going to want to miss the videos tomorrow. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have that notification bell hit. It's going down, people. Reaction immediately, and then the breakdown to follow.
Might put a hole in the wall.
You just hear a scream.
You might come out bawling your eyes out, or there might be a hole in the wall.
There's no in between. Yeah. Or I'm just faint, like I'm like shaky. Like, because if they go the Infinity War trailer 1 route, where they're like quotes from past seasons, and then it's like just Thanos asserting his dominance, and it's like Vecna, just they go that route, I'll just be like at a loss of words. I can't wait. Oh man, it's gonna be hype. Okay. RL says, am I doing reaction? Absolutely, RL. I'll have that video out ASAP. It'll be like right when that thing drops. Gavin, you never fail to ask. I'm going to say it, Gavin, might be biased. The best question every stream, man. All right. Obviously, it's too late. But who would you want to direct a Stranger Things episode? I'm thinking Flanagan or Fincher. I knew reading this too, Jacob, that you would like it because I know you're a Flanagan guy.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Could you imagine too? Oh.
Man, he doesn't really do horror as much anymore, but James Wan really leans into a horror episode.
Yeah. Yeah. I got my answer. And it's thanks to my recent watch of Prey. Trachtenberg, Dan Trachtenberg, he was initially apparently attached to direct an episode or 2. I would want Dan Trachtenberg to direct an episode because I believe that if he were to direct one where we see like Hopper going full Demogorgon Hunter, there could just be some sick action there. Or if it's like, you know, one of those episodes where there's the military base scene, like that attack, I think Trachtenberg could direct that really well, just based on Prey. That's like the only thing I've seen him do, I'm pretty sure.
Your guy, Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. No.
Does that match his style?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel similarly about Denis. Would you agree?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's below them, but it's so vastly different. It's like an hour of a TV show that's not their baby. Like it's not their original thing. I don't see the vision there.
Yeah.
But Trachtenberg would be fun. I'm trying to think of like one other pick. They got freaking what's his name? Shawshank. Frank Darabont. They got him. That's great. I mean, look, Sean Levy is directing. Fincher would be interesting. He wouldn't want to do it. They'd have to do 1,000 takes every time. He does so many takes. Fincher's one of the greats, though. Look, Flanagan could be an answer. James Wan. Who's another big horror director? I'm trying to think that like, I knew that was going to happen.
Fede Alvarez.
Fede could be good, dude. Yeah, Fede could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those maybe. By the way, we're rocking this. One of my lights just went out. We're going to go in dark mode. We're in the upside down the rest of the stream. But no, those great questions, man. My answer is Dan Trachtenberg, recency bias. I just watched Prey the other day for the first time. All right, we're going to rock through some regular chat real quick as fast as possible. If there's any that I haven't. Jancy was at its peak in season 3. I'd argue season 2. Season 3, Jancy, is where the fall off happens when they start working at like the news, the Hawkins Post. Malevolent or Jopper? I'm a huge Jopper defender till the day I die, so I'm going Jopper, baby. Do I think there will be some sort of big reveal in the trailer tomorrow? The Vecna redesign, unless they want to hit us with like some altering piece of lore, like they're not going to do that.
Though I think any type of like big lore reveal, they're going to save for the show. I don't think we're going to get any of the trailers.
I concur.
That's what happened with season 4.
Yeah. I keep getting asked this, and I'll keep answering it because I want to let you guys know. The trailer is probably going to drop between 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern time, and it'll be on the hour. So either at 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m., or 12 p.m. Eastern time. So look up what time zone you're in compared to Eastern time, and do the math there. Someone said Jonathan's the best written character in the show. I disagree strongly, just because of season 4 alone. It kind of tanked him for me a little bit. All right. About to hop right back into some super chats after I love your Back to the Future shirt. I love your username because I also love Marty McFly. Great film. Great trilogy. Let's see. Do I think they might bring back 11 Sisters? Certainly a possibility. 8. I don't know. You should rank title cards for Stranger Things. So like episode titles? Is that what that means? Maybe.
I think so. I guess what I mean.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Can I react to the teaser live? I'll have it pre-recorded and posted, like, so I won't do a live reaction to it, but I will be reacting tomorrow for sure. Let's get back to some. We got a bunch of super chats still pouring in. Again, thank you guys so much for the support. Where was I? There we are. Aquarium with another super chat. Love song from Mike and 11. The Promise came out in 1987. The word promise is huge with 11. Jacob, my music guy, do you have any thoughts on this?
I would love that. That's a banger song.
Okay.
That reminds me of Napoleon Dynamite.
Okay.
He used that in that movie.
I'm so,
Great song.
I'm out of the loop on it. What is this song I'm trying? You don't have to sing it. I'm just trying to think. Is it in anything else? Is it in that?
It's in that. It's in. You haven't seen Lisa Frankenstein, have you?
No, I haven't.
To start that movie, it's been in a few.
I'm gonna play it real quick. Is it by? Is it just Promise or The Promise? Oh, The Promise. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit in my ear and then. Okay, I think I've heard. Oh wait, yeah, I've heard this.
Yeah,
I've heard this song.
You probably know the chorus for sure.
Yeah, let me fast forward a little bit. Oh, I've heard this song. That would be great, dude.
Yeah.
That's how I am with music. Like I've heard that song before on the radio a bunch. That would be great. I love that. Sometimes I just got to go do the research myself. Great pick. I dig it. Yeah, I'm thinking about that scene right now. Almost like I don't know if they want to do another school dance of sorts, but if they both make it out alive.
It does sound like a song that would play like
it does.
Ball.
It does. That could
If
be
they
fun.
remix it though.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
That could be fun and very sweet as well. Brittany with the super chat saying, what do I think will happen to Dr. Owen? I think he'll be in it. Paul Reiser's going to be back. What do I think is going to happen? He's someone they could kill. Dr. Owens, yeah. Sam Owens. I think that because if they want to add to like the body count, he's not like a nobody. He's been in other seasons. Yeah, I think he'll come back and he'll either die in like he'll go down with the ship, like, right, that is whatever lab they have set up at Hawkins, like the military base maybe. I think he's probably going to die now that I think about it. I forget about him when people like bring up death predictions, but he's a very killable character. Delvin with the super chat. Thank you, Delvin. What if Escape from Camazotz refers to Max? So like Max is evading Vecna and I think that's the 6th episode, right? So like just in time for the final 2, she's back to her normal self. I could see it. Never say never.
What's like, how long are you good with her being in a coma for the season? Like what if she does come back in like episode 6?
I think the last 2? I'm okay with that.
You okay with that?
Yeah, because it would allow for us to feel the weight of her near death or her technical death. Like we would, as the audience, we would feel that. Now, to that point, I do think they understand that could have audiences frustrated, but it's not like we're waiting weekly. So like they're going to drop 4 on November 26th. If she's in a coma through all of them, we wait a month and she's back with so.
My answer would be like the halfway mark. So around episode 4.
Okay.
Like if it's in volume 1, she comes out of it, then I'm cool.
Yeah.
If it's anything more than that, then I'll be like, okay, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
Because I love Max.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, valid. Emily says, will we see new creatures from the Upside Down? I believe so. Yeah. I think a lot of people are on this dragon train. I made a video about that. I'm not opposed to that. And I think it's very possible. I could also see Camazotz being this mega bat death god thing. I also think there could be something entirely new. We had Dema dogs, we had Dema bats. The Duffers can do whatever the hell they want. Like we could see just some disgusting new creature that Vecna creates that he's almost like breeding in the Upside Down that would be like just absolutely rancid, like a physical form, mind flayer type creature that's gross. Anything is possible in my opinion. So yeah, I definitely think we're going to see some new creatures, Emily. I believe we shall. Do I think we'll see a first look at Linda Hamilton? I do. I do think that Linda Hamilton's character will be getting out of a car or some sort of vehicle. It'll be like a 2-second, not even 2, it'll be like 0.5 seconds of the teaser. It'll be her character getting out. She'll have like sunglasses and a hat on, and then it'll cut away from her. That's probably going to happen. Do I know what time in GMT the trailer comes out? What is GMT? Is that the British time? GMT time right now. Okay, that's 4 hours ahead of where we are right now. So it's either going to drop at 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., or 4 p.m. in the afternoon, obviously, because p.m. That would be my guess. If you're 4 hours.
This person's in GMT time, it'd be like afternoon.
Yeah, afternoon.
Yeah.
Sometime in the afternoon would be my answer for GMT. Physics with the super chat. Thank you so much. No question, though. What kind of sacrifices do I think could happen? This is from Caitlin. I mean, I've said this many times, but I think Hopper for L or L for Hopper, like whatever way you slice it up, it's very dark and messed up, but that seems likely. Hopper is going to do anything in his power to not lose another daughter, and then L obviously is going to try and save her dad, and so that seems likely. Another one would be Steve or Jonathan for Nancy. Those are sacrifices that I think are on the table. Rez with the super chat says, "What's your favorite scene from Stranger Things?" Dear Billy, the whole running up that from that episode, right? It's the running up that hill scene. That is like the moment from Stranger Things that I think I would try and pitch someone to watch the show, right? If I were like, you need to watch Stranger Things, here's this out of context scene. If this doesn't sell you, I don't know what to tell you. So that's my answer. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. And Caitlin with the super chat again. 2 questions for you. How does Stranger Things compare to other shows in the same genre? Also, what are some of the most memorable moments? I think Stranger Things is almost its own genre in a way. I don't even know another show that I can compare to Stranger Things. Like, it transcends a genre. It's so sci-fi. It's adventure. It's coming of age. It's a special show. I mean, it's better than anything in my opinion. Like, it's just so unique. The most memorable moments, like I said, I think to me, when 11 is reading Hopper's letter is one that sticks with me forever. Max running up that hill, the moments like the circle shot from season 2 when the whole group of characters are in the Byers' house. You've got, what else? There's I'm trying to think. There's the, Steve Batflip from season 1. There's the use of heroes at the end of season 1 at 3 Holly Jolly, where, Will's fake body is found. All these moments are some of the most memorable to me, and there are plenty more. I think the whole show is very memorable for a reason. But yeah, I love the show. Love it. Hello.
How goes the stream?
It's going good.
Heard you lost your light.
I lost my light. Yep. I lost my light. Technician Cam is here. It's fine, honestly, without it. It actually looks cool. It's like, I call it upside down mode.
So he's in the upside down.
Yeah. She doesn't look bad. Come look.
I might believe you.
Ooh. If one of the main kids had to die, who would it be? I'm excluding Elle, even though she is technically a main kid. I'm going Will. And I know people will get mad at that, but I think that his direct ties to the Upside Down, him yelling run in the To-Doom date announcement, all of it, it has me thinking he's not safe. He's not safe. Let's see. Someone said the poster confirms 11. I'm kind of with you. They're always together. They're always together. Let's see. I'm trying to find the next question I haven't answered yet. A lot of talk about the lights on the bike.
Is that okay? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, it does. Thank you. Appreciate you, Cam.
You can turn it off and just let it charge.
I think it's fine how it is right now, honestly.
I want to answer a question. Does anybody ask anything good?
Let's see. You can. I've already answered this conversation, but you can give your 2 cents on it. The bike lights.
Yes. I see your question, and I raise you this. Do the lights being on for Will and Dustin's bike mean anything?
Who knows? I made a point. I want your opinion.
I think. Is it about their significant others?
Yep.
I was tuned in.
There you go. Could Will get powers?
He kind of already has some. No?
Yeah, a sense.
Look, Andy forgot you were here.
He has like a 6th sense.
Hey, buddy.
He's so silly.
Want to make a cameo?
Come on, bud. You
If
can
I
do
picked
it.
him up, he'd freak.
He would freak out. He'd crash the setup. He really
Knock
would.
over your laptop.
He would. We have a super chat from Delvin. How do I think Max could be saved?
Through the power of love.
The power of love.
Okay.
That song just plays.
Oh, that song.
Yeah.
That song.
Bring it on, baby. Cue the effing montage, to quote Deadpool and Wolverine.
I was surprised for you guys whenever your stream's done.
Oh, cool. Interesting. I'm intrigued. Delvin, that's my answer. The power of love. Don't need money. Oh man. Yeah, that's literally all I got for you. I think that the hive mind's gonna have to play a role in that, probably, realistically. It's gonna be brutal. I don't know how they're gonna write themselves out of that, but I mean, she's in a coma, so anyone can wake up from a coma. It doesn't take it just depends on the circumstance. So they're just gonna write it that way somehow.
Miguel Diaz woke up from a coma.
Miguel Diaz woke up from a coma. There you go. Shout out Cobra Kai. DJ with the super chat, unrelated to Stranger Things, but says, have you seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, both animated and live action? I have seen the original show when I was a young child. When it came out, I was watching it live. Haven't watched it since then, so it's been over 15 years. So I have not seen the live action, but my fiance Cam is rewatching it, or excuse me, watching it for the first time. I need to rewatch it so I can sort of join the conversation. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Looking for some questions I have not answered yet. Dustin asks, what's the song of the season? Let's actually run this down, Jacob, since you're here. We're going to go season by season. What is this defining song on the soundtrack of each season? I think season 1's pretty easy. Should I stay or should I go?
Yep.
Season 2 is a bit tougher, in my opinion. That's like the one with the least, I guess, defining song. I think season 4 is a battle between Running Up That Hill and Separate Ways. It's probably Running Up That Hill.
Yeah, I would say Running Up That Hill.
Even though I love Separate Ways. So we'll go Running Up That Hill. So what is 2 and 3? 3... It's interesting because 1 and 4 have songs that actually play integral roles in the plot. Like they continue to play.
2 and 3 don't really have
No.
that. They just have a bunch of 80 songs
Yeah.
to play.
For 3, I mean, damn, I don't know.
I would say maybe like Every Breath You Take for season 2.
Yeah.
Because the ending with everybody dancing and everything, I can see that.
Yep, I can see that. For 3, I mean, honestly, if you want to,
Heroes to end season.
yeah, Heroes to end. You could go Material Girl. I feel like that kind of embodies the fun lightheartedness. I don't know. 3's a bit tougher to me, but 5. What could the song for 5 be?
Someone brought up Never Ending Story.
That's
Another
3.
one's
That's
up for
3.
3, yeah.
That's 3. Even though it's like their version,
Yeah.
that's the one for 3 for sure. And then 2's tougher. 5 though. What about 5? What could
Thriller was a great song used, but they don't use it in the
No. Yeah. For season 5, what will the song be? The song of the season, I mean, the answer is whatever they use to remix. And they're going to. It's inevitable. And whatever that is that we don't know right now, that's what it's going to be. So we'll have to come back to the question, honestly. Opinion on the Byers family. I mean, I like the Byers family. I got nothing against them. I think Joyce is a mother. The mother alongside Steve, as I like to say. Will's a traumatized lad, and Jonathan has his ups and downs. He's got his moments, but he's also he's really like this. Season 2, Jonathan is peak, in my opinion. That's the best version of him. Mads Wilson with the super chat says, "I was 11 starting Stranger Things, 16 when it ends. I can't wait." Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think I was. Let me do the math here. I think I was 16 years old when I watched season 1 that summer. 15. I think I might have actually been 15 and turned 16 a couple months after it came out. That sounds right to me. And now I'm 25. So it's been basically 10 years of the show, which I know that's obviously the same for everyone involved in the show. But as a fan, it's crazy to think about. I mean, all the different phases of life that I've been watching Stranger Things throughout. And this last phase, I'd say, is the most exciting just because it's the communal aspect. I mean, since 4 and 5 are totally different because, I mean, I've had this community, YouTube, but like 1, 2, and 3 were their own thing as well. So it's distinct chapters. Like I remember where I was watching every single season. Season 2 was a college football weekend, Georgia, Florida weekend. And so I watched it. Sorry for the train over the hill. And that was, I watched like 3, I think I watched 4 or 5 of the, damn near 7 on Friday. Like I binged on Friday. And then I watched none on Saturday, I want to say, because of football. And then I watched the rest Sunday or something like that. It was like I watched 4 Friday for season 2. Then I watched 3, and then I think I might have watched the last 2 on Sunday or something. But I really like spreading it out over that weekend. But season 1, I remember watching. I watched it over 2 nights, and I worked at a drive-through in the summer in high school, and so I'd watch it before and after. And then 3, 4th of July binge, and then 4, obviously. I mean, I watched it. I woke up. That's the only one I woke up to watch, though. The other ones, even when I was a fan, like I didn't do the 3 a.m. thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I will for this.
Well, we don't have to now. It's 7 p.m.
You're right. You're right.
Yep.
Damn, that is true, man. That is crazy to think about. Which do you think that's smart?
Like cable television here.
Yeah.
With the 7 p.m.
Do you think that's smart?
I'm kind of mixed on it.
Mm.
I'm glad I don't have to stay up till 2 a.m.
Yeah, certainly.
But I mean, it's during holidays.
Yeah.
People are going to be
happy holidays.
There's pros and cons to it.
Definitely are. Casey with the super chat. How do I think Vecna will die? I think it's going to be a moment of 11, and basically both 11 and Vecna confronting one another, and all the while the rest of the gang are enacting part of their plan that's damaging parts of the hive mind. And I think 11 is going to probably have to fully exert herself to kill Vecna. And it's going to be like they both disappear. Kind of like how 11 kills the Demogorgon or gets rid of the Demogorgon at the end of season 1. Like that, except permanent. That's my answer.
Tony Stark and Thanos.
Yeah.
Got rid of Thanos, but he died too.
Exactly. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Rez, thank you, Rez, with the super chat. Do I think Starcourt Mall will make an appearance in the new season? I got to hear from Starcourt on this one. The food court.
I hope so.
I would love it.
I don't think they will, but that would be awesome.
Oh, it would be so sick. Yeah.
Put it in. Yeah.
That'd be awesome. And I think that I did a video with my buddy Ollie. Shout out Ollie. I don't know if he's in the stream or not, but we did fun predictions, and one of them was this location could come back, and we see like the ruins. That would be so cool. Or even in the Upside Down, we see like the ruins of Starcourt. Or I guess in the Upside Down, to get real technical, would Starcourt still be there or not? Because it's frozen in time. That's food for thought.
Into the Upside Down podcast, they brought up something interesting, and it ties back to a location.
Really?
They were talking about the big wall.
Okay.
That you see 11 and Hopper looking at in the date announcement.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, what if that's the Upside Down version of the quarry from season 1, and they're like in the quarry looking up at the wall?
That's sick. I mean, there are so many possibilities with that wall. I've heard every theory out the wazoo on that. That's a new one.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are like, to me, that's like the barrier between like Dimension X and the Upside Down. That's what I think it's to me. But even then, it could be the edge of Hawkins. It could be, yeah, that would be sick. Like they're in a ditch in the Upside Down, but like the core is huge in the real world. That'd be wild. That's fun. Fun times. But no, I would love to see Starcourt Mall make an appearance. Is The Spy the most underrated episode of the entire show? That's what Vince asks. Is that the ep right before Lost Sister?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one where it ends.
Yeah.
You see
the Demodogs coming up.
Yeah, that's when Will's the spy. He's like, you got to get out of here. They're coming.
Yep.
And it shows the Demodogs and everything coming up.
And that's also the ep where we get to see Steve in the junkyard with the bat.
Yep.
That's underrated as hell. I think that final, we talked about this today too, the final 3 eps, if you exclude Lost Sister, so 6, 8, 9, hell of a run for Stranger Things. Hell of a run.
Another one I think is underrated is E Pluribus Unum.
Yeah.
Season 3, episode 6.
With the Billy.
That's when we have the monologue with Billy to 11.
Yes, dude. Will Vecna look badass tomorrow, Ryan asks. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's already been an hour 15, by the way. These streams fly by, and it's been fun. We're going to keep it going. So hit that like button if you guys are in here. Hit it. I don't know how many likes we're at. Are we over 1,000 likes by chance? That'd be nuts. I don't know if we are, but that'd be crazy. And Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee I get your question, comment, concern. I'm trying to get to as many of these as I can, but that's not possible. I'm trying my best. Let's see. Ooh, JJ Miller with an ET profile pic says, that caught my eye, by the way. Stranger Things 2 has the best trailer, hands down. Michael Jackson's Thriller is the perfect tone for the season. Yeah, I love that trailer. Oh, man, like the voiceover at the beginning, too?
Have you done a trailer ranking?
I don't know. I might have done a short form version of one. I think I'm going to have to rank them after the one tomorrow.
Yeah.
That might be the move. But only trailers, like not like the To-Do thing, just like official teasers and trailers.
Actual teasers.
Yeah. That's probably what I'll do. I think Jonathan dying and giving his blessing for Nancy to Steve would be cool. Could be, but I feel like Nancy can make her own decision, and it would be more like a Jonathan Steve thing of them being like, take care of her. Something like that would make more sense in my opinion. Do I think any other kids from the lab will show up? I don't. I think that they kind of put an end to that with the Massacre Hawkins lab, and they want to focus on 11 and 1 and maybe 8. But I think that 11 and 1, they're on a collision course. I don't think they're going to have time to do much with any other characters. There's only 8 episodes left from the whole show. Granted, they're all like movie length, but still. How long do I think the teaser will be? Talked about this earlier, but I'm leaning 2 minutes, 30 seconds tops. Dylan with a super chat. Thank you, Dylan. Do I think they will defeat the Mind Flayer earlier in the season and then defeat Vecna in the finale, or will they both die together? Side note, really hope we see Max awake in the trailer tomorrow. Yeah, so to answer your question, and I'm not going to give away any lore of the play. I've read up on it. I haven't seen it because it's inaccessible to most people, and myself included. I haven't gone to see it. I mean, I could go up to New York. I don't want to do that right now because it is expensive to go up there. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, when it comes down to it, there are revelations hinted at in the play that I don't want to get into here. But I think the connection between Vecna and the Mind Flayer is going to be a bit stronger, and maybe not as we see it, right? So I think there's going to be some reveals made surrounding that recontextualize what we think we know about Vecna, and that's all I'll say. Look, I think Vecna, the Mind Flayer, all the the demo variants, we'll call them, the dogs, the bats, the Gorgons, all of them will go die at one point in time, kind of like if you think about the freaking Phantom Menace, when the battle droids die because the ship up in the sky is destroyed, and that's like the hub. So I think, what is the hub is the question. Is it the Mind Flayer and Vecna? Is it one or the other? If eradicating one of those, does that going to kill everything else? That's the question. We know about the hive mind, so I think that there will have to be damage inflicted on every facet of that hive mind simultaneously, ultimately, to kill it, right? So that's an interesting question, but I think they're going to go out together. Regarding the latter part of this, I struggle to see a world where Max is awake in this teaser unless she is possessed by Vecna, and that would be dark. It'd be a dark route to go to see her awake, maybe with her eyes rolling, or she's like seizing or convulsing in the hospital bed. That'd be really demonic and dark, but I wouldn't put it past the Duffers to do something like that. They love to do those twisted things. But great question, Dylan. Thank you for the super chat. Do I think the Byers house will be back? I do. I think they're going to go back to most of the iconic locations. And because of this house's sort of roots to past seasons, it being the location where Will is taken, like, right, he's out back in the shed when he gets taken. I think we're going to see it. Even if it's in flashbacks or not, it's going to have to come back. All right. We're scrolling through the chat here, trying to find some questions I have not answered yet. Again, super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get you a question. I'm so excited I'm shaking, Drew says. That was a while ago. But yeah, I'm kind of with you. Like, I feel like tomorrow morning I'll be nauseous. Physically ill when I wake up. I see Haley's in the chat. Shout out Haley, a patron. Yeah, thank you for checking out the update video. And it's good to see you here in the stream. All right. Where was I in the chat? I have not seen the play, but I'm familiar with things that happen in the play. I would love to see the play in person, though. I'm trying to find a way to make that happen. All right. Just finished rewatching season 1 of Stranger Things. Same, actually. I just finished rewatching it 2 or 3 days ago. I'm doing a rewatch so that I can do deep dives into every episode on Patreon. Sean, I know this is a question I've already answered, and this was a while ago, but yes, I think Vecna will have a redesign. I think nobody's really saved the season. 100% with you. Nice shirt, thank you. Love this Back to the Future shirt. It's one of my faves. Let's see. Will I post any reactions on YouTubers Patreon? Yeah, all my trailer reaction will be on YouTube. All that stuff. There won't be really anything on Patreon tomorrow. Stranger Things Rewind there will be, but there will be probably a reaction also posted to TikTok as well and Instagram. Heroes by David Bowie should be the trailer song. Ooh, not opposed, dude. A callback.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. And they could use, yeah. If they do that, I'm crying. I think I will. I don't know. I'm gonna get in my head. Brandon with a super chat says, lightning on poster is the silhouette of a kid. Let's see. Kind of is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh. That's fascinating, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why it took me that long to see that. That's fascinating. Do we think that's supposed to be young Henry? It looks like they're wearing like a Revolutionary War hat. You know what I'm saying? Like they're a drummer boy from the 1700s. I can't tell if it's supposed to be that or if it's just a coincidence. Nothing's ever a coincidence, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
That's damn interesting. Food for thought, right? That's kind of my answer there. Michael Evans with the super chat saying, I feel like the biggest loose end in the show is Callie. Do you think they will bring her back to help Eleven defeat Vecna? A lot of people do, and some people are more open to this than others. My, I guess, pushback on that is if they were going to bring Callie back, they would have brought Callie back by now. She wasn't in season 3. She wasn't in season 4. The threat level was pretty high there. I know this is more like end of times and the threat is physically manifesting in the real world, the right side up, if you will. But I feel like still, if they were going to do it, they would have done it. I don't know if they want to shoehorn it into season 5. Would it feel forced? Would it feel out of place? But to this point, the Duffers would probably want to redeem the one blemish on the show before ending it. Like, where do you lie with that, Jacob, right now?
I'll say that I'm cool with it if she comes back like the beginning of the season or like the halfway point.
Yeah.
But if it's like series finale,
no.
It looks like they're about to lose, and then Callie comes in to give that one final push to win, then no.
Ridiculous.
That just feels cheap.
That'd be ridiculous, absolutely. But no, that's my answer, Michael, is I kind of good with like letting it be. We don't need to see her back, but if the Duffers feel like they can redeem that plot line and pull it off, go for it. Prove us all wrong. No, with a super chat. What is the saddest moment in Stranger Things? Saddest moment in the whole show? There are various ways to define sadness, but to me, the most emotional I always get is when I see 11 reading Hopper's letter. That to me is the one that gets the waterworks going the most. That's what I say the saddest is. If you want to go like the death route, I mean, Eddie dying is pretty damn devastating, and seeing Gate and Matarazzo's performance as Dust in there, that's sad. Same with like Lucas, like Erica, get help, like that. Truly devastating, truly sad. One of those that I just listed off in an underrated sad moment would be when Smirnoff gets shot. Like, he's so innocent. I just wanted the man to live happy and have his corn dog. Gets blown away though. Sad. Film director Phil, trailer drop at 11 a.m. or p.m. It could drop at 11 a.m. That's one of them. p.m. no way. If we're talking Eastern time, no shot. No shot. Someone says Mad World, Tears for Fears. I thought that was by someone else. That song from Donnie Darko.
I think it is Tears for Fears. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I can't
Are there multiple versions?
Maybe.
I might be thinking of a different song. I'm thinking of the song by Gary Jules and Michael Andrews.
Okay.
But there is a song Mad World.
There is two different Mad Worlds.
Yeah. Let's hear this one. Hold on. Oh, the same damn song.
Okay, so it must be a cover.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the one I've heard is very sad, and it's from Donnie Darko. It's like a disturbing. it's like all
Tears for
around
Fears
me
one?
are familiar faces. That one.
Yeah.
That's the one by the Gary Jules guy and Michael Andrews. That's in Donnie Darko. I have not heard the version.
Donnie Darko, they do have Tears of Fears when they're
Yeah.
in slow motion.
They do.
walking through
Great
the
scene.
school. It's head over heels.
Great scene.
Yeah.
Seth Rogen's in that movie.
Yeah.
Great film on. I've seen it twice. It's not very rewatchable, but it is like it's so trippy. But that would be so awesome to hear that in the trailer. I like that. Someone said they got to do another Metallica song. At some point in the season, I wouldn't be shocked if we heard one. If there's like a Hellfire moment. I don't know what though.
That'd be cool if they do like a slower, sadder song or something like The Unforgiven. That would
Yeah.
be cool.
What about the final countdown? Everyone says this, and I'm like, I don't think it would fit. I don't know. I think it's been overplayed so much over the decades by media that it might not work. Someone says, I really want Fear the Reaper, or I was thinking Don't Fear the Reaper. Great song.
That's been played in a lot of movies.
Isn't it in like every 80s movie? Pretty
Yeah.
much. Yeah. I like it.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it in Fear Street Prom Queen? I think it is.
Yeah. It is, yeah.
Man. Let's see. Dustin is goated. I agree. Dustin is goated, 100%. Can I show the Scoops Ahoy Funko Pops? I will, because you asked so nicely. Let me make sure I don't take down the whole setup behind me, though, when I do this. I have my Stranger Things autos behind me, some of them. This is from the Upside Down Con. I've got my Robin Funko. Maya Hawk signed it. You can see it says Robin on it. And I've got my Joe Keery, signed by Joe Keery. Steve Harrington in pink. And he complimented the pen. So there you go. There are 2 Funko Pops for you guys. The Scoops Ahoy Funkos. The helicopters found me. Run for it, Marty. That was funny when that happened that one time. Caleb with the super chat. Thank you, Caleb. I hope we see Mike, Lucas, and Max go into the Upside Down. Out of all the main characters, they are the only ones who we haven't seen go in there. So I am going to dispute this a little bit because I define the tunnels as the Upside Down. And we do see those characters in the tunnels in the Upside Down. At least Mike and Lucas, and I'm pretty sure Max is with them. So that and technically
Max is in
Vecna's
mind.
Yeah. But I view, and I know people, maybe not the traditional Upside Down, but I've always viewed the tunnels as the Upside Down, personally. And I know that's kind of I don't know if point of contention would be the right word, but there's some divisiveness about that. I always have viewed the tunnels as the Upside Down. People would say, no, they're not. But to me, I mean, if you buy a Funko Pop of a character there, they're grayed out. The camera itself kind of tells you, it like goes like that when Hopper goes through it. And characters are wearing like face covers and goggles there. So I view it as the Upside, as a direct extension of the Upside Down, at least. It's tough, but
I do get the question though, because we haven't seen them walk around like in season 4 where Robin, Nancy, Steve, and Eddie are just walking around the Upside Down. Yeah.
So to that point, I think we'll see them go in for the first time then. Like I think we'll see them in the traditional Upside Down. I think everyone will by the end of the season. So yeah, but it's a fun to think, I mean, hell, the Upside Down is coming to Hawkins, so it's going to be hard to miss it. Casey says with the super chat, Millie Bobby Brown was quoted saying there will be a major plot twist this season. What do you think the plot twist will be? Is that true? Is she on the record saying that? I mean, I'll believe you.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of have a feeling of what it is.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You think so? Yeah, we'll talk off camera about it, but I think it pertains to something that was brought up earlier about like, I don't know. It could be Empire-esque, maybe. Empire Strikes Back-esque. That's all I'll say. I don't know.
That wasn't what I was thinking.
Oh, okay.
But
okay. Yeah. We'll talk after then. But no, I was thinking something along those lines. So I'm interested to see what you're thinking. But to me, from what I gather, just based on what I've read about the play, I have a feeling there's going to be a big reveal that's like, oh, shoot. It joins, the ranks of jaw-dropping moments. Now,
Massacre at Hawkins Lab.
That's what I was about to reference. That's the best plot twist in the show. Like that holy crap moment.
More of those.
I'm so down. The Duffers cook when they get to do those scenes. Numb to Fear says maybe Eyes Without a Face, Billy Idol. I'd like to hear that.
You know, that's not talked about a lot. That song, that's my favorite Billy Idol song.
It's a great
I
song.
love that.
Yeah. I would love to hear that in Stranger Things, even if it's not in the trailer. Like, I would love to hear it on the soundtrack. Let's hear some bangers because I still want to have that 80s fun in the season. Like, I know it's going to be dark. I know it's like the end of times, but I still want there to be some fun 80s, music in there, and even just bops, those slower vibes. I want it all.
I think there's a chance we do because we know the radio station is involved.
Yeah.
And we're going to get a lot of music. Drops.
The squawk, baby. The squawk.
Are you going to get you a WSQK merch?
Oh, if it's, yeah, I think I will.
Location.
I think I will. I think it's a must. Okay. Let's see. Thank you guys again. There's still 650 people hanging out in here. Keep the questions coming. Hit the like button if you're. I don't know if we're to 1,000 likes. It'd be pretty cool if we somehow got there. I know there were a bunch of people in and out of the stream. Water break. I'm bone dry on water. I would if I could, Elizabeth. Trust me. But no, I'm ready for this taser trailer tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Okay. So many questions I'm scrolling through. Lots of repeat ones, so I'm trying to find some ones I have not answered yet. Joyce is my Shayla. Honestly, valid. Valid. When's the trailer out? Tomorrow at 9, 10, 11, or 12 Eastern. That's a.m., 9 a.m., 10, 11, and then 12 p.m. What kind of spinoff would I want to see? I would love to see something they're already doing in the play. My pitch was always to see the young Hopper and Joyce story because we knew they had a high school friendship, but they kind of already conquered that in the first Shadow play. Maybe they could still do a show, but that's what I want. Shoot, there's so many repeats. I'm trying to find some I haven't answered. I'm so ready for the season 5 Funkos. It's going down. It's going down.
We're going broke.
We're going broke. Yeah. We'll take the lot. Brittany with a super chat. Thank you, Brittany. Says, I love these videos and lives. I remember taking a picture with you at EpicCon. Hey, it was awesome to meet a lot of you guys at the Upside Down Con. That was one of my favorite things I've ever been able to do as a part of YouTube. Was to moderate that panel with Andrei Evchenko and Alec Ukov. It was very fun. It was awesome to meet a lot of you guys there. I got to obviously get some cool autographs. That was really fun for me, but to meet a lot of you guys as well was probably the highlight of that weekend. And I have a whole vlog of that in the Stranger Things playlist, as well as the panel that I was able to moderate with cast members. It was fun. It was fun. So yeah, it was a blast to meet a lot of you guys out there. And I hope I'll be at a con this week. On Friday, I'm going to Atlanta Comic-Con. So anyone in the Atlanta area, if you see me at Atlanta Comic-Con, come say hello. I'm meeting some Cobra Kai cast, Mary Mauser and Hannah Buchanan. So there's no Stranger Things actors there, but there are Cobra Kai actors there. You guys know I love me some Cobra Kai. So I'll be at Atlanta Comic-Con Friday. Oh yeah, Leanna, the fandom is collectively going to lose their mind. Absolutely. All right, we're going to do an ultimate speed round. There are so many things in the chat right now. I'm like an hour behind. That's life with these streams. We're going to do a legit speed round, and I'm going to go, and we're going to try and catch up in this chat. Let's see if we can do this thing. I'm answering the questions very fast, and I'm skipping around a bunch. Okay, we got to find one to start this thing. Holly definitely getting vanished 100%. Mr. Clark will absolutely be in Stranger Things 5. There's no way he isn't. I agree. Got to have him back. Got to have that side character back. I think Brenner will come back. No shot. Brenner is dead and gone. Do I think the OG Byers house will be back? I've answered it, but yes, I do. Everyone hit the like button. Do it. Hit that like button, guys. Do it. To go Palpatine. Do it. There we go. Do I think it'll be 2.5 minutes? I think that will be the longest the teaser is. It will not be longer than 2.5 minutes. Apart from episode.
If it's longer than 2.5, we're getting crazy.
If we go
It's
3,
like
it's just drop the show at that point. Apart from episode 8, what episode are you most excited for? All of them, to answer it bluntly. Maybe the one that Sean Levy directs, because he always cooks. 9 or 10 a.m. Eastern, most likely. Do I believe the Dragon Theory? I'm buying in. Do I think a cliffhanger is possible for the end of the volumes? Yes. For the end of the show, no shot. I think, I already answered this one, but yeah, I think the teaser is going to be for the whole entire thing. Hot take seasons 1 and 2 are the best seasons of Stranger Things. I mean, hey, I don't think there's a bad season in the show, so I won't argue with that. I know a lot of people feel this way. A lot of people go the opposite way and think 3 and 4 are better. It depends on the day. Every season provides something different. I love them all. Love them all. I'm beyond ready for tomorrow. Can't wait. How many named characters do I think will die this season? 2. Like 2 main characters with prominent screen presence. I think 2 will die, an older and a younger. Let's see. Will the Mind Flayer be back? 1,000,000%. Will there be a Stranger Things 3 rewatch? Yes. I'm going through every season on Patreon doing deep dives. That's the place to be, honestly, for extra Stranger Things content and live streams. Not just about Stranger Things, all sorts of content. Do I think there's going to be cameos with the kids' parents? I actually do think we're going to see some more of the kids' parents again. I think we will. Please share updates on the lab demo if you go. I will certainly do that if I end up going to the lab. Do I think Millie will be willing to do a spinoff? Maybe, years from now, but anytime soon, no way. I think Millie Bobby Brown definitely kind of wants to get away from doing Stranger Things. At least that's kind of what it seems like right now. What I think the soundtrack will be, I think it'll have all sorts of bangers on there, from, some of your popular hits to more of your deep cuts. I'm just here for whatever, that soundtrack entails, because they've cooked with all of them so far. Stancy or Dance, I have to know. Gun to my head, I'm going Stancy. We got a couple super chats now. Then we'll get back to a speed round. Use code Amir says, I would love a Michael Jackson song. I would too, but it would have to be the right one. I don't know which one they would use. I feel like most of his songs are too upbeat for season 5 trailer. Like Off the Wall. Yeah.
One, but I don't know if they're going to do that.
No. Probably not. Like Billie Jean, no. Like I'm thinking of the real popular Michael Jackson songs now. Probably not going to do that. Too upbeat, too happy, I guess. Makes you want to dance. You know what I'm saying? I would love to hear one in the season, but not in the trailer, probably. Another super chat here says Flight of Icarus could play for Dustin, honoring Eddie and the book. Love seeing classic artists revived. Who else will rise in season 5? Interesting. So is this the song by, what's it called? Iron Maiden?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Interesting point. We could hear that. What if Dustin picked up
more metal in there?
Yeah. What if Dustin picked up guitar?
That'd be crazy.
He's just shredding it, showing off. No. I think so. Flight of Icarus being the name of that book for Eddie was cool, and we're gonna have a lot of ways in which Dustin is honoring Eddie. Like even to the wardrobe, right? I think he's got some rings that we've seen in some of these behind the scenes pics. His haircut's Eddie. The Hellfire shirt, he's at Eddie's grave. Like we're gonna see him like that. Eddie will have has had and will have a lifelong impact on Dustin. What type of significance does the church have? This is a location in season 5. For those who don't know, we don't know the extent of it. I don't know. It could be one of those situations where like it ties to a character's backstory, like the Creel family backstory. Maybe that's my prediction. And I could be off base here. I don't remember exactly because I haven't seen the play. This is just based on a synopsis I read. But I think that Patty Newby's dad or someone might have been involved with the church. I could be a little off there. I think that sounds maybe right, though. I don't know. He was like a pastor or something, maybe. So they could canonize a bunch of stuff directly from that play. That's new information to us. Alicia with a super chat, but no question. If you have a question, Alicia, fire away. Will and Dustin are going to die this season. Dustin's safe. I'm sorry. I think Dustin's safe. He's been through too much. I know a lot of characters have been through too much, but I think Dustin's good. Glenda says Argyle loved him. Yeah, Argyle, he had some funny moments for sure. He'll be back. I know that Eduardo Franco said he wasn't contacted, but that was a little early in production. He'll be back. Just like Arnold and Terminator, he'll be back. Okay. Again, if you guys are in here still, thank you so much for hanging out. Hit that like button, helps out a lot. And Super Chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to your question, comment, concern. Trying to catch up in the chat here, which is might not be possible, but I'm going as fast as I can, and I know there's tons of repeat questions here. What's your ranking of these 3 episodes? Dear Billy, Massacre, Dawkins Lab, Piggyback. Oh man, I'd go Dear Billy 1, Massacre 2, Piggyback 3, I think, which is crazy. Piggyback great, but I think it's 3 of those 3, which is nuts. What about you, Jacob?
I'll go Massacre 1, Dear Billy 2, Piggyback 3.
Okay.
Shows you how great the show is.
No, yeah.
Piggyback is last.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Jello Plays TV, round of applause for this legend right here. How's it going? Feel like I haven't been in a stream forever. It's been a minute. Hope all's well with you, dude. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, there were a lot of people in the stream. Still are a lot of people. It's wild. Are you going to be at Atlanta Comic-Con? I know you were there last year, I want to say. If you're there, man, come say hello. I'll take one non-Stranger Things related question. Does UJ have a chance to win the Natty this year? You're damn right they do, baby. How about them dogs? Yeah, I think they got a chance to win it. Oh, man. I think there's about 10 teams every year, like the real top dogs in college football that have a chance to win. And I know that people will be like, oh, what about like the Texas Techs of the world? I'm sorry. It's just, it's with the new format, with like the legalization, I guess, of NIL and everything. It's just like teams like Michigan, Ohio State, Texas, Georgia, LSU, Clemson, Bama, Oregon, Oklahoma, Ohio. Yeah, those are the teams that are going to kind of just be in the mix, which like it sucks, honestly, if you're like a fan of, California, like the Golden Bears. You're kind of up Schitt's Creek, but it's the new future of the sport, I guess. Someone said they just posted a picture on Instagram, but this was over an hour ago, so I feel like I would know about that.
They did.
What was it?
They did.
Oh, they didn't? Okay. We have some more super chats in here. You guys are crushing it with support. What episode of season 5 sounds the most boring? Oh man, that's tough. Let me go look at the episode titles real quick on IMDb, just so that I can like see them visually in front of my eyes, and that will really help make this a lot easier for me. I would say the most boring title is probably The Bridge, just to take it at face value. Like The Crawl is sick, Vanishing of Blank is sick, Turnbow Trap is cool, Sorcerer, come on, Shock Jock, Escape from Camazotz, Right Side Up, The Bridge. I'd say The Bridge is like the most boring, but the significance of that title is unknown to us, and it'll be pretty important. But of the titles, that's like the lamest, I guess, but whatever. The least cool, the lamest. Alicia says, what time does the trailer will arrive tomorrow in KS? Is that Kansas? What time is it in Kansas right now? It is 7. They're in Central Time, so it'll either drop at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., or 11 a.m. So in the morning. There you go. Yeah, there you go, Alicia. Central Time, I forget, dude, because I'm in East Coast time. Central Time is like most of like the middle, like it goes a freaking far, Texas, but it's parts of Florida and Alabama and Tennessee as well. Like it's humongous.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like the East Coast like skips over Florida. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, like because like most of Florida is, but like the Panhandle and like a lot of Alabama is central. Then Tennessee's such a long state that part of it is central. Like a little sliver of North Carolina central. It's very strange, quite strange. But yeah, that's what time it's going to drop. Most likely. Jermarai with the super chat. Thank you, Jermarai. Apologies if I mispronounced. Dylan Sanders says, I think Forever Young by Alphaville could be a good song to play sometime this season. Thoughts?
That's one of my top choices.
Okay.
They would Don't Dream It's Over and Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Mm.
I think that's like the perfect vibe for the season.
Would you want to hear a remixed version of this? Or just the normal version?
They always kill it with the remixes. So
they do.
They just go the normal version.
Yeah.
I think it'll hit too.
Okay. Dylan, I see you. I'd be here for either of those, honestly. All right. Crazy theory. I think Dustin will be targeted because Eddie, but Vecna will attack Steve just to get under the skin of Dustin, which leads to Vecna about to kill Dustin, then Steve sacrifices himself. I don't want Steve in harm's way at all. I don't. But that's not a bad idea. Maybe him gaining consciousness, Vecna even further, like understanding people's relationships and targeting people. That's wild. That's truly demented. Truly demented. Let's see. What do I think about Vecna having only one eye? I think it's definitely signifying there's going to be a character redesign. He's going to have taken damage, but I'm ready to see that redesign. Let me tell you that much. It's going to be sick. Can't wait for tomorrow. Cannot wait for tomorrow. Let's see. Drew says with another super chat, what episode sounds the best? Escape from Camazotz is so sick. Of all the episode titles, that's the one to me that's the coolest. I mean, Turnbow Trap's cool. Right Side Up is cool, but like Escape from Camazotz sounds like the title of an Indiana Jones movie. Come on. Like, come on. Jeremiah says, do you think Owens is coming back? I do. Sam Owens, the doctor, I think he's 100% going to be in it, played by Paul Reiser. He's going to come back. I think we'll see Mr. Clark. I think we'll see Argyle. All the sort of supporting characters throughout the seasons. They're going to make some sort of appearance, I would guess. How fast will we make a video on the teaser tomorrow? Luke asks. As fast as humanly possible. My goal is to have it out within 30 minutes of the teaser dropping, and I think that's doable. I'm just going to have to be on it. And it also depends on Wi-Fi, knock on wood, but I'll be there right when it drops to react. That's going to take like 2 or 3 minutes to film, and then I got to edit it, export it, make the thumbnail, all that. But it shouldn't take too long, and then I'll be on it with breaking it down, filming, editing, and posting that.
And then we're going to be rewatching it all day.
Yeah, just watch it a million times on a loop on the big TV out there. It's going to be sick. Cannot wait. Let's see. I wanted to check something real quick because I love this stream. I don't want to stream all night. We've almost been going for 2 hours, so I'm probably going to call it here soon-ish. Again, there's no way I'm getting to everything in the chat. I was trying to catch up. There were just too many people in here, which I'm grateful for. I'm appreciative of that. But there was just no way I was going to get to everything. I got to as many as I could, and I'm still going to go probably, we'll call it 13 more minutes, probably end it at the 2 hour mark. But yeah, it's been a real fun stream. We're going to keep the thing going a little longer. Let's see. There are 685 likes. So if you guys are going to hit that like button, 1,000 likes would be insanity. That's all I'm saying. So hit that like button. Do it. Do it. All right. When It's Cold, I'd Like to Die is another song. We were talking about songs earlier. That's one of the defining songs of Stranger Things for sure, I'd say. Do I think Lucas will get a revenge arc for Vecna? Maybe. For what he did to Max? Maybe. Never say never. Everyone asking when the teaser comes out, I've said, I'll say it one final time, it's probably going to be at 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. tomorrow. So have the notification bell turn on my channel so you get notified right when my teaser trailer reaction drops. Let's see. All right. As Starcore said, everyone hit that like button. That was like an hour ago. Do I think Max will be like under Vecna's spell? Kind of like Billy was? That'd be sad to see. I don't want to see that. I want to see a happy version of Max at the end of the day. That's what I want. Do I think Derek will have powers? The new character Derek? No way. No way is that character going to have powers. Yeah, no shot in my opinion. Am I disappointed Argyle won't return? I think Argyle will end up returning, to be honest with you. I think he's going to end up coming back. Dub, Back to the Future, 100% agree. Whose character arc do you want to see progress the most? Like, who do you think needs that push in character? I think Jonathan really needs a push to have a satisfying conclusion because that character just has not had the best run lately. Like, honestly, he's kind of fallen off, if you want my honest opinion. So that's just how I feel about him as of late. I'll be honest about it, guys. Let's see. We got a couple more super chats here to sort of end the stream. Alex says, you think the Turbo Trap episode is when Mike protects the children? I'm going to say, shoot. I don't know, because the To-Doom date announcement, would they have shown something from the Turbo Trap? The Turbo Trap is episode 2. It's episode 3, and I see why you say that, because on IMDb, that picture is the picture. It could be, honestly. You might be onto something there. I think the Turnbow Trap is going to be the episode where we see Derek Turnbow above Joyce with the axe. That could very well be the same episode, though. We just don't know. We don't know. Good question, though, Alex. I think my answer is what I just said, though. Numb to Fear, the super chat saying Fear by Sade could be a killer opening song. Is that how her name is pronounced? Sade, Sade, Sadie? I know that I'm putting people to shame right now, but let's see. I always like to play. Okay, a bit of a slower song, it sounds like. Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to that. A killer opening song. It definitely set the tone for the time jump and it being a bit more somber in a way. Interesting. Huh. Not opposed. Not opposed. Thoughts on this song being in the opening of season 5? Fear by, I always forget how to say, is it Sade? Sadie? Sade? I don't know. Sade? I'm terrible at pronouncing things that I don't know. But no, that'd be interesting for sure. Could be sort of a sad vibe, but hey, it's final season. Aquarian Grace with yet another super chat. Thank you so much. I remember reading that to better understand Stranger Things, think of Nevada, blood transfusions, the Philadelphia experiment, Wrinkle in Time, Tesla. Thoughts? Yeah, I think a lot of this comes out of the first Shadow play. A lot of this definitely seems like it's pulled from the first Shadow play. And I like what you're saying here. I'm picking up what you're putting down. The Wrinkle in Time nod is definitely, it's on the Instagram page from Ross Duffer, but when it comes down to it, there's a certain experiment in the first Shadow play that I've read about that's, and a disappearance of a ship. Both of those things are going to be very pivotal in season 5, I feel. And the Philadelphia experiment, all these things, like, yeah, I don't want to say too much again because the play is its own thing, right? That I don't want to spoil, but so much of the play to me, just based on my understanding, sounds like it's going to be crucial in season 5. So I hope they make the play accessible to everyone by somehow dropping a filmed version of it on Netflix. I don't know if they're going to do that or if that's possible or doable, but I really hope they can somehow make that happen. Hunter with super chat. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate that. Is Eddie coming back? Probably not, guys. Hello, who loves waffles? I love waffles.
It's funny we were talking about that.
Yeah. Someone says, I hope Eddie doesn't return. Interesting. They should go to prom instead of Snowball. If they do a time jump and epilogue, I wouldn't be opposed. That could be fun.
That'd be cool, yeah.
Nice callback.
I'm thinking like graduation.
Yeah. Yeah. Certainly. Let's see. Will the dragon come? People get asking. I believe there's a chance. I'm saying never say never to that. We're only going for a few more minutes here, and then I'll end this thing. The Power of Love. You already know. Great song. You like Huey Lewis in the News? Oh, guys, if you know that reference, you're a real one. Let's see. All right. I have seen a ton of repeat questions. Again, I tried to get to as many as I could. Someone said Ghostbusters for season 2 could be one of the songs that's synonymous with it. That's a fair point. Everyone keeps talking about End of Beginning. They won't use a modern song for Stranger Things, like by Joe.
No.
They won't. It'd be cool, but they won't.
It'll be the year the season takes place or before.
Yeah. 100%. 100%. Let's see. Do I think the Russians will be in it? That's a good question. Will we see like Yuri? Will we see Enzo? I don't think we're going to see those characters. But never say never. Everyone hit that like button again. Hit that like button for sure. A couple more super chats in here. 3 more, it looks like. Andrew says, do you think 11 will get her revenge on Angela? That's a subplot of season 5. She's hunting down Angela. No, I think Angela's probably not going to be in this final season. I think it's safe to say.
Did.
Yeah, she kind of did.
She just does it again.
Yeah, just goes back, keeps haunting her. No, I don't. I think we're done with that character, and thankfully, right? B. Murray, love the cute dog profile picture. There was a Fear Street Easter egg when Robin said she was at summer camp in 1978. Also, I would have liked a Robin or Dustin / Argyle comedy duo. Interesting. Fear Street 78, watched that for the first time a couple months back. Had a blast. It's my favorite of the 3. Regarding Robin and Dustin or Argyle, Robin and Dustin, I feel like are a duo that we've had as a part of a trio / quad trio, I guess. I don't know what the hell. A squad, I guess, just of 4. The Scoop Troop, I guess you could call them. Scoop's Troop. Yeah, Argyle and Robin, had never thought about them. They kind of have similar energy in a way. Could see it, definitely. But Robin, I want more of her, and I think we're going to get her and Joyce this season. AA Gaming says, hi, Chris. I'm the biggest fan. Can't wait. I'm pumped for tomorrow. Cannot wait. You're going to want to have the notification bell turn on. It's going to be a big morning. Big morning. But guys, we're winding down here on the stream. I'm going to take just a few more and then end this thing. So fire off your last minute questions. I'm trying to get to as many as I can here. I'm rolling through the chat. I missed a lot, but that's just how it is.
You won't let them spam?
Yeah, you guys can just. How about that? Yeah, I'm gonna go to the very bottom of this. So I know I'm at the very bottom of the chat. Feel free to just spam your question. I'm gonna try and get you as many as I can, and super chat is the way to go to guarantee. But final 4 minutes, spam your question and see who wins. Let's see who wins. Just my favorite season is season 3. I think favorite film and location you visited. I'm gonna go with. I really love downtown Jackson, which is Hawkins in real life, or Hawkins in the show. But Hopper's cabin is awesome as well. Do I think 08 and her gang will help? I completely missed that one. Do I think 08 and her gang will help? No, I don't think the gang. I think if anything, just 8 will show up. Hello, Joseph. Do I think Steve will die? I think Steve's going to be safe. Call me mad. I think he's going to end up making it out. Lewis says, do you think Dacre will return as Billy in some way, shape, or form? No, I think Billy might actually be done. I think Dear Billy was his final moment. Will we see Steve's parents? No, I don't think so. We haven't seen them yet. I think leaving them out is intentional to show they might be absent parents. Least favorite season is probably 2, but I love them all. Favorite restaurant? I'll give you a food answer. There's a sushi restaurant near where I live. I won't name it that I love. That's probably my favorite restaurant of all time, right now, at least, of this day and age. When do I think season 5 will come out? We already know. November 26th is volume 1. December 25th, aka Christmas, is volume 2, and the finale is December 31st. Which character do I think will have the most emotional moment? Probably 11 this season, I feel, because of her relationship with Hopper, her relationship with Will. I think she can end up having a real emotional moments. Will Miss Kelly have a big role in season 5? This is the counselor from season 4. I've seen theories based on her necklace that she could play a role. I'm going to say no. I think that was just sort of an Easter egg type thing. Favorite character is Hopper. Will Elle die? I'm going to say yes, unfortunately. Will Erica have a crucial role? She will have a minor role. I think that she'll definitely be involved in the plot. We've seen her with Frank Darabont. We've seen her with, a lot of the other characters, like the new character Derek, but I don't think she'll have a pivotal role. Carson says, rank these characters based on how much screen time you think they'll get. Vecna, 11, Will, Hop, and Joyce. I'm going to go 11 at the top. Then I'm going to go Will. Then I'm going to go Vecna. Then I'm going to go Joyce, and then I'm going to put Hopper at the bottom. Is that crazy? I don't know. Call me mad. We have a quick super chat here from Brittany. Do you think there will be any calm scenes, or do you think they'll spring right into action? I think that we're still going to have the small character moments, the calm before the storm, but we're still going to open kind of knowing what the stakes are, and it's going to be fast, lightning paced out the gate. I think they can balance that. I think we're still going to have like the calmer scenes where just characters are talking and not, there's not going to be chaos nonstop, but the stakes are going to be there, and there's going to be an urgency that is unlike any other season, if that makes sense. 11 and Mike are breaking up. I disagree, Hunter. Have I seen Arcane? I've seen some episodes, never finished it. What do I think of the poster? The original poster. I mean, if you're referring to the Montauk one, that's cool. But if you're referring to the season 5 teaser poster we got, it's sick. I have a whole video about it. It's my most recent video. The teaser drops tomorrow, people. Tomorrow. And I think I'm about to end the stream. Honestly, I think I'm about to end this bad boy. I'm going to do one more final question. Where can I watch the play? It's currently on Broadway in New York City. Go check it out if you can find a way up there. And teaser tomorrow, people. Teaser tomorrow. It drops at either 9 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Eastern, or 12 p.m. Eastern. But that is going to do it for this stream, ladies and gentlemen. That was a fun one. We went 2 hours. 2 hours here on stream. You guys crushed it with the likes, with the super chats, with the support. It was a blast. I love doing these things, and I plan to do these anytime we get an upcoming trailer or teaser and or the actual volumes of Stranger Things. I'll hop on a live, do this community building thing. It's a great way to chat live, and I have a blast with it. But thank you guys so much if you were in here live. If you watched on the replay, if you're watching before or after the teaser drops, thank you so much. Tomorrow's going to be big. I'll have a teaser trailer reaction in the morning. I will follow that up with a teaser trailer breakdown. So make sure you're subscribed and make sure you hit that notification bell if you haven't, so you can be notified right when my videos drop. But that is going to do it. I think we actually have one final super chat here from Tayden. Stranger Things is my fave show ever. # respect season 3. Season 3 is goated. So there you go. Final super chat to end this thing. At the buzzer, Tayden. But no, that's going to do it for the stream. Truly, thank you guys so much. I'll see you tomorrow morning with my reaction. But until then, I'll see you on the other side of the Upside Down.